Ba-dum, ba-dum. Welcome back. I am Captain Xavier, and many of you have noted that I have not done a thrift run in a while. In fact, I think I haven't done one since February, my birthday. And there's been reasons for that. But I woke up this morning and was struck by a vision from the thrift gods that said that I needed to go north. So I have ventured further north than I did even on my birthday Goodwill run, and it has proved fruitful. For I was trying to get to a Goodwill, took a wrong turn, spotted a children's toy consignment store, and thought, why the heck not, let's take a look. Never been in one of those before, let's see if they have anything good. Well, they did. And you'll see it eventually. It is in the form of this box. In the bin. But now, I'm gonna go hit the first Goodwill, and I have no idea how many Goodwills I'm gonna hit all together. These are Goodwills I've never been to, so let's see if we can find anything good. Onward! Store number 2, but Goodwill number 1. Hopefully, things get better. But if not, it'll still be lovely. Alright, this one was also not a Goodwill, this was a Value Village. Goodwill number 2! Goodwill number 3! Goodwill number 4! Goodwill number 5, I think. I'm about to go into a Goodwill outlet. If I don't make it out alive, tell them I want to be buried with ire. Goodwill number 6, the Goodwill outlet. I feel dirty. Goodwill number 7. I am not impressed. Goodwill number 8. Goodwill number 9. Goodwill number 10. Goodwill number 11. Goodwill number 12. Goodwill number 13. Nothing. Not a sausage. Goodwill number 14. Nothing. Again. Tragic. Goodwill number 15. Two of them. Goodwill number 16. Goodwill number 17. Goodwill number 18. Goodwill number 19. Value Village number 2. Leave off. Leave off. No, stop it. Behave yourself. Goodwill number 20. Goodwill number 21. Goodwill number 22. Goodwill number 23. Goodwill number 24. Nothing. Not a thing. Goodwill 25. Goodwill number 26 was another Goodwill outlet. I got nothing, and I feel dirty. Ugh. The 27th and final Goodwill for this run. Lovely. Welcome back, I'm Captain Xavier. That was, I think technically tied with my birthday Goodwill run, if you count the consignment shop and the 2 Value Villages. I think it comes out to 30, which I think is what I did on my birthday. This one was spread out over 3 days, starting on Saturday and then Sunday and then Memorial Day, and spread out through 2 different states. I started out in north of Seattle, did a bunch up there, then came down, and then ended up going all the way to Portland and doing a couple down there, and then coming back to Tacoma and doing my usual run up here. This is not, however, prime Goodwill Nerf season. That's more, well, that's why I did it. The first ones when I did. The Black Friday, Christmas, and New Year's ones are much better times. But I found a few good items, and a couple of items that I didn't have that'll be good for K26 episodes, and a few items I was actually looking for, so let's take a look at the haul. Starting with these two items, I managed to find a pair of the exact same sleds that I made my riot shield out of, so I'll be able to make two more, and with two more nerfers, we can then create Nerf shield walls, which is just gonna be magnificent in wars, and rockets are gonna start showing up left and right, which is gonna lead to a whole new arms race, which is what I love. So, we're gonna use these to hold all of the impending booty. So, the AirTech Jet Squadron, one Magnum Super Drum, the over-under double shot. Finally got my hands on a stockade. I've got a stockade stock, but I never had a stockade, and it came with a vortex stock. Some very old Nerf arrow shooting looking thing. I'm sure the curator could tell me more about this thing. The side-by-side double shot. I picked up another crossbow. This one is genuinely a crossbow. It actually uses a spring steel prod, and with just the minor modification will fire mega darts. A vagabond. Got one of these. This little bow, and as much as it pains me to say it, it's a Jolt reshell. A pair of nitrons. A pre-end strike night finder. Another blazing bow. So I got one of these. Crosscut. It is having all manner of issues, though, which is probably why it was at the Goodwill in the first place. One hideous, weird, off-brand revolver. Kind of the Air Zone version of the Big Bad Bow. The Dart Zone 6-shot revolver. Speaking of the Big Bad Bow, I did find one of those, this one with the bow arms. I found the original Nerf bow. An orange zing bow and a Spector. Picked up a Lumatron, mostly for the magazine. One jammed Alpha Trooper, bow strike, fire strikes in each color. The other cross cut, but this one doesn't have the blade at all, which is tragic. A pink crush, another fire strike. A Hyperfire with vest in a bag. More of the Nerf football flag. Night Finder. The ubiquitous Maverick. A bag of Vulcan belts. The handguard from a ratchet fire. Ratchet shot? Ratchet shot. Another orange fire strike. A recon barrel, which I need for a build that I'm going to do right after this video, which is going to be fun and hilarious. A little bit of broken, Scorpion belt. An old Mega Tech Target Eliminators. Automatic Tommy 20. A couple of little finger rockets. Here's one I've been wanting for a while. It is the Batman triple shot Grapnel. It is, out of the box, a 3-shot shotgun pistol. And I also picked up a couple of large lightsaber handles. The one I made is more, is Obi-Wan's style, but I've always preferred Darth Vader's. Now for the big question that I'm sure you're all wondering. What was in the box in the consignment store? Stay tuned. I picked this thing up, and when I showed it to my local Nerf group, they didn't believe me. But the neat thing about truth is it doesn't care whether you believe it or not. Let's take a look. What did I find in a consignment store north of Seattle? The Regulator. That's right. The Regulator. And I don't care what anybody else says. I think it's really, really cool. I thought the ergonomics were going to bother me a little bit more with the magwell being, you know, not right here where it is on most guns, but no, the one thing I do want, and I am going to fabricate or figure out how to make, is a thumb release for the magazine right here. Having it here is just a little bit awkward for a number of reasons, and I'd much rather have it, but I don't think that'd be a problem at all. You just need to put a lever in and a screw right there, and I think it would work just fine. Yeah, this was one of the ones that I was excited to get a hold of when I heard the announcement, because Select Fire is really cool, and here's my favorite part. They made it ambidextrous. Thank you, Hasbro. You guys are groovy. So, they put the switch on both sides, which, that's the other thing that I like about it. Because of the design, it is a truly symmetrical blaster, unlike most flywheels that are slightly asymmetrical because of the battery trays or whatever else. This one is actually completely symmetrical, which is really, really cool. Yeah, I am looking forward to doing horrible, terrible, wonderful things to this. I'm definitely going to increase the voltage on the flywheels. I've heard you can increase the voltage on the whole mechanism and without burning it out. I'm gonna do some research on that before I try putting in any extra batteries, because I really don't want to burn that out. But I think it's pretty groovy, and I'm looking forward to building that up. I also, of course, love all of the attachments because they're so wonderfully modular. The barrels that have reverse rail, which makes doing master keys so easy, and all of the barrels that are also that have barrel attachment and barrel mount point on both would allow you to stack them all. The carry handle, the stock that holds a magazine that isn't flimsy, that is magnificent. So all around, I am pleased as punch with this, and I am so looking forward to playing with it. All right. If you have any comments, concerns, questions, ideas, let me know what of the new stuff you want to see in K26 episodes. If you just want to call me just absurdly lucky for this particular find, you go right ahead in the comments below. And as always, thank you for watching.